Hey everybody, it's Berg back at you with some more belt talk, and today we're going to be taking a look at this gem right here. Talking about the WWF Intercontinental red logo Brasso finish championship title belt. Now this is, if you're not familiar, the Brasso finish belt, which was made infamous by the Macho Man Randy Savage. During his title reign, Savage tried to clean the Intercontinental title belt with Brasso polish, and he ended up destroying the finish of the belt. So there's a lot of pictures that you can see online. I'll post one here real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. But Savage ended up destroying the finish of the belt. The belt then was passed on to Ricky Steamboat, and eventually the Honky Tonk Man before WWF replaced it with a new version, Reggie IC title belt. That belt that they replaced it with, the more iconic version that had the 6th plate and the full belt tip. But today we're going to take a quick look here at this Brasso finish belt. And I want to let everybody know, this belt right here, the one I'm pointing at, this belt is for sale. So if you are interested in maybe picking up this belt, hit me up and we'll see if we can't make a deal. All right, getting a closer look at this belt. First thing we're going to do is just cover some of the basics on it. We're looking at 4mm thick zinc plates. Solid, beautiful plates. And we're also looking at a real leather strap. And now I want to tell you guys, I had this belt made by JS Belt, Jamil Salhari, who's made several belts for me now. You guys, if you've seen some of my videos, you've seen some of the belts that Jamil has made. He does really great work with the plates. His leather can be hit or miss, but I'm going to tell you right now, this belt has probably the best leather strap that I've received from JS Belt, from Jamil. It's really soft, really flexible. Dare I say it's buttery. I mean, this leather is really soft. A great job on the strap. While we're talking about the strap, let's just talk about kind of this version of the IC belt. This belt did not have a lot of the traditional tooling that we saw through the 80s into the 90s with the clamshell tooling and the very detailed snapbox work. This belt just had kind of this beveled line that followed the outside of the strap and wrapped the belt that way, and a little bit of tooling in the snapbox. But otherwise, not a very ornate strap. You'll notice too, no belt tip. Like I mentioned before, the belt tip wasn't added until the Honky Tonk Man's reign, when they replaced this version of the IC title with a newer version. We'll flip the belt over and we can see full backing on this belt, covering all the screws. Very soft, smooth backing. The edges of the belt finished pretty well. Not full burnishing, but everything is put together very well. So Jamil did a very nice job on the strap. Like I mentioned, it's very soft. Easily the best leather work that I have on any of the belts that I've received from Jamil. This belt is the best so far. Very flexible, very soft leather. So impressive. I want all my belts to come with a strap like this. Let's jump into the plates. So, like I mentioned before, 4mm thick plates. Of course, everything's covered on the back side. And what we'll notice is, to mimic that Brasso finish, it looks as though some paint, or maybe kind of like, I don't know, it must be paint, has been added to highlight the edges and areas of the belt to make these negative spaces look a little more unfinished. Similar to what we saw after Randy Savage had destroyed the other belt, there was a lot of tarnish, or I guess dulling of these negative spaces, and then all these creased areas around the borders were left with plating, so giving it kind of a highlighted look. You can see that Jamil tried to mimic that look by adding a bit of a highlight to all the edging of the artwork here on the plates. So a little bit, a little too much shiny finish, I think, here in the globe especially. A little bit too much of a mirror finish. There should be a little bit more dull to really mimic that Brasso finish, but overall, I don't think it's a bad job. This belt, I mean, everything about this belt is it's a great belt. The plate's heavy, solid, like I mentioned, 4mm thick. Great detail in the artwork, good depth. You can see the etching, very good. The detail work, very good. And then we're using a bit of a highlight finish to mimic that Brasso look. So not a whole lot to go over. I have done a full review on another Intercontinental title belt. So if you're interested in that, by all means, go back and check my archives here and you'll see the belt that I reviewed. But I wanted to at least show you guys this Brasso finish belt and let you guys know this belt is for sale. $400 would be the asking price for this belt. If that's something you're interested in, hit me up. We'll make a deal. Thanks for watching, everybody.